Welcome back to the Seven Deadly Sins anime review, episode number 22. Excuse me, 60th episode of the anime, the Seven Deadly Sins End. This one finishes up chapter 240, finishes the last few pages of it, goes through the entirety of chapters 241, 242, and stops partway into chapter 243. Yep. What happens this episode? Well, we kind of get basically pick up where last week left off, where Chandler's about to basically, in his new form, about to take on the Seven Deadly Sins, when Droll and Galaxia show up, and they send the Seven Deadly Sins away, though King volunteers to stay with Deanne. But Galaxia's like, no, you two need to go. Now, there is a change, like the way it's been lately, because in the manga, when Deanne is in her, tiny form, she is butt naked. In the anime, she's fully clothed, which is fine. It's a minor visual change, but as far as I know, it's not really a big complaint. It's not something that really drags down the chapters. I like last week where it felt like, though, that was really boring and very lackluster. This one felt a little bit more better and a lot more exciting, at least more interesting to watch than last week's episode, which probably by far last week's episode suffered from the fact that it had pretty bad pacing with it. It felt like they didn't accomplish anything. This one kind of did. So they send him away, and then right after Galaxia sends King and Deanne away, that's when Chandler attacks. They actually hold him off in a giant tree, and then once he gets out, he kills Galaxia pretty easily, and then he fights Droll for a little while, and then he cuts off one of his arms, and he stabs him right through the freaking heart, and then he dies. At least it wasn't as quick as Galaxia's death. Yeah, at least Droll got a chance to actually fight him for a little bit before he actually died. And then, everybody's, getting away. Escanor is basically, kind of back normal, but they see Merlin is still a kid. Yeah, I know why she was absent for last week's episode. She just really was. At least Merlin's back here. Everyone's like, oh yeah, you're a sweet little child. Yep. Escanor doesn't have really a problem with it. And of course, Merlin is blushing at the fact that Escanor is seeing her in her child form. So they have to find this particular thing. Bond, of course, is seeing it with, is up with Elaine. Now, for Elaine, this scene is mostly the same. Most of the same dialogue. The only difference is that there's actually a visual change here. In the manga, he is sitting on the left side of the bed. In the anime, it's the right side of the bed. Basically, I think what it is, they just flap the image. I think the sheets are actually different too, but mostly it's still the same scene. And here's something quite weird though. They talk but they don't move their lips, which I thought that was kind of weird. Yep, I think it's implied they might be speaking telepathically, but who knows? It's I'm sure that Elaine does know that Bond is thinking dirty thoughts about Elaine, but does anything about it at all? Nope. And everybody starts getting a little sick, basically, and it turns out because of Meliodas' negative power. So Elizabeth takes him outside, and eventually they find the special device that can cancel the thing for that turned Merlin into a child. She gets back normal, perfectly fine. After finding it, and then they're basically fine for a little while, and then Chandler, after he defeats Droll and Galaxia, sniffs out where they are, finds them really easily, and looks like he's about to attack, and then he just gets down, starts crying, and the reason? Meliodas is awake. Yep, he is awake, and he has Elizabeth's arm with him. And he does recognize the Seven Deadly Sins. He says, "I don't want to kill you. I'm going to go, and I'm gonna save Elizabeth." Yep. And he also says, "Oh yeah, the Seven Deadly Sins are hereby disbanded, and I'm going to become Demon King." Yep. Though it's my word change. In the manga I have here says Demon Lord, and the anime it's Demon King. It's fine. And Mostly put, Elizabeth has most of the same line that says, "Don't make stupid choices for me." Yep, and then they fly away, and that's the episode. Unlike last week where it was pretty much a letdown, this episode felt like there was something more interesting. Though, they actually stopped partway into Chapter 243 because they're going to set up something that's going to be a plot point in the very next arc of the series, which the next episode is probably going to be dealing with anyways, our choices, which I'm looking forward to. It's probably going to finish up Chapter 243, definitely, and probably go to 246. Now, I think that in the very next episode, I think that might wrap up this arc. Excuse me, let me take a look here. Excuse me. I'm open document right now. See if they will probably wrap up this particular arc in the anime. Let's see. Actually, no, I won't wrap up for a little while. Yeah, the arc during happening basically because right now, anyways, they just got to 243, so there's roughly about 14 chapters. So it could be by the end of the season, by the time they finish up this particular arc, it's possible. But it all depends exactly what they're gonna do for next week's episode. They probably just go through finish up, just probably go through, probably adapt 3 full chapters again. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Probably go from 243 to probably 246 next week. It's possible. Yep. So that's it for this particular review. I have hopefully one more review I want to do today, and that review for Ranma Half, reviewing the first 6 OVAs. Also, I gotta say this before I go. While I was watching some of those events, I fell asleep. Not because the episode was boring. No, it was not that. It was due to the fact I'm suffering from a slight headache, and well, I kind of fell asleep by accident, so I was a little tired. So I rewatched the big fight scene. I had missed part of the episode, so I rewatched it, and then I made sure I mention everything. Okay. But hopefully it won't happen for the OVAs for Ranma Half, which I've already watched the first 3 that I want to review. I'm basically going to review the next 3 soon, okay? Do some next few. Bye.